you can become a published author. Discover a system that will lead you from idea to having your book on the bookshelves. Bob Baer pulls back the curtain at the More Power to Publish workshop. Watch and learn how to follow the step-by-step plan to turn your idea into a published book. Learn more at morepowertopublish.com.
And welcome back to Monetize Your Mind. Today we're talking about, well, LinkedIn, and how if you're an expert, an author, a speaker, someone that really needs to build their community, you should be listening to the show. In fact, you should watch the show several times, because Bob Baer, who's a serial entrepreneur, Seeger publisher, Seeger Publishing, I guess is the actual term. And I know you're a big publisher. Lucinda, your LinkedIn is, the teaching that you do and the training you do for corporations is amazing. I have been so thankful for what you've done, even with my profile that obviously looked like a neophyte. But one of the key things that we want people to do is engage with you guys. And that would be to send you guys a, what do they call it, an invitation?
Invitation.
And how would they do that for you, Lucinda?
Basically go out on LinkedIn, do a search on Lucinda Ruch, and there's a place where you can say connect. You hit the button and it'll prompt you for how do you know me, so put in your current business, or if we really do have a relationship somewhere else out of another group, put that in and tell me how you know me. When you send that invite, don't use that default LinkedIn, I'll just say beginner's level invitation. Tell me how you know me. Say you met me on this show. Tell me you met me at the Bob Baer show. And then I'll be glad to connect with you. You hit enter and I'll reply.
Awesome.
Is that
and
easy?
Then same thing, Bob.
Same thing with me. Just go to LinkedIn, search under Bob Baer, B-A-R-E, and send me an invitation to connect. And if it asks for what's my email address, put in bob@bobbaer.com.
One of the things that's really important, though, in the future is we've built the Dallas Experts Network in this area, and we're talking about building some other things. On LinkedIn, I know that we're talking about creating something just for the expert arena, because you tend to work with folks that are in that area that want to get their book done and really don't have the time, is what I know. That you're the done-for-you solution for making sure that their story comes into the marketplace and actually has an impact.
Well, I think it's really important that anybody that has expertise in an area becomes known for that. And so we created the Dallas Experts Network for that. I have Experts Weekly, an interview show every week. And in the LinkedIn arena, we are preparing to enter that arena with a group that will help people who are experts and professionals and authors and speakers to connect with people that are important to them. And when you're an author or a speaker, it's extremely important that you build a great team around you. There's a lot of different needs that an author has. And so many times an author may be good at writing, they may be good at their area of expertise, but there are so many other areas. They may need a great editor. They may need a good book coach, or actually, more importantly, a good book strategist. Because when you write a book, it's not the book that is really of the most value for you. The book brings people to you, brings them into your sphere of influence, and the strategy that you have behind the book to get to know people and to connect with them is more important than the book. And LinkedIn, to me, is one of the most important strategies. I've had people that I know are experts, or that at least they purported to be experts, and I searched their name on LinkedIn and I didn't find them. And a few years ago, it used to be that people would say, well, you're nobody if you don't have a website. You know, what's your website? And people were embarrassed when they didn't have a website. Well, if I were a professional, if I were an author, if I were a speaker, I would say the same thing now. Are you on LinkedIn? Let me take a look at your profile on LinkedIn. And as a publisher, I want to see their profile on LinkedIn.
You definitely want to read them. And yet, you know what? I was just doing some research in the last few days to get ready for this show. And I pulled up authors, and I pulled up speakers and coaches and trainers. And you know what? I think the most death-defying instance is if an author has a typo in their book, right? Okay, so now you know what I'm
editor. This is even worse, right?
You know what I'm going to say next. So when I pull up an author's profile and there's typos, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, they need help with their social media. They need help with their LinkedIn. That's their presence. That's their reputation out there. How can an author have typos? So I've got a survey going on right now, and I've broadened it wider than authors, but it's just to show how important it is, because this book is a one-time publication, but that network that you extend to, that goes on forever. I'll never forget. There's typos in that author's profile, right?
That's right.
Or I'll never forget that they're missing, you know, the one client that I have that was missing 8 books on her profile. Why wasn't it there? Wow. Is that missed opportunity? What if she had 15, 16 million in her network and still no books out there?
So people should connect to you guys via LinkedIn especially. And would it be helpful if they said something like, I want to be in your LinkedIn group?
Yes.
So go ahead and put that in there. That would open a lot of doors there.
That would be great, because our intention is through the LinkedIn group just to facilitate introducing people to people that would be helpful to them. LinkedIn is basically a networking group, and I think of it, the greatest function to me with LinkedIn is to become connected online through an introduction. You get to know each other online, but then to get to know each other in person, and then to do business together.
Absolutely. So they would get to you at
Lucinda.
But actually it's
info at linkedinforme.com.
But they'll look you up on just like on the screen, Lucinda.
Yes.
Ruch. I'm going to get that.
But with an H.
I know. And Bob, they send you an invite at
bob@bobbear.com.
Too easy. Now, we, of course, always want to say, if you're a speaker and author, you should be listening to this. If you're an expert in your field and you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, meet us at the Den. The Dallas Expert Network, you can look us up on meetup.com and connect with us. By all means, connect to any one of us online. I know mine, Patrick Dewar, you want to connect at patrick@dewarsuccess.com. Be happy to make sure that you're connected to Lucinda and Bob so that you get what you want, which is really the right team around you, the right team in the community to help you have success in everything you do. So monetize your mind. We'll talk to you next time.